Rant Reviewer back with you for another Rant Review. Yes, an awesome Rant Review. You see it here, 1987's The Lost Boys, starring Jason Patric, Kiefer Sutherland, Corey Haim, Corey Feldman, and many, many more. Guys, uh, wow, this movie I did not see in 87. If I did see it in 87, I would probably be scared shitless at some points. The vampire's awesome. You meet Jason Patric here, and he's the brother of Corey Haim. Sorry if I don't refer them as their character names. I might. Excuse me for that shit. Um, and you meet, spoilers ahead, of course. You meet them, and they're just moving with their mother to their grandfather in Santa Carla, California. It's a made up place, but Santa Carla, motor capital of the world, supposedly, guys. So it's cool opening credit. Very great music in this movie, even though it's rehashed music, and there's some great original music as well. I love it. Great music, guys, to go with this movie. Makes the movie. Movies make music. Music makes movies. Definitely shows here. And you have great acting and a great young cast. These guys will become future stars, no doubt about it. It shows here in this film. So you meet here the two brothers, Mr. Haim and Mr. Patrick. And they are new in town, so they go to this carnival and stuff, and they're like, man, this is some new shit, 'cause they come from, like, the city or something, you know, and they're out in Cali now, so it's a whole big fucking thing. They gotta get used to it. And throughout the film, before this, you do see some couple be killed, very weirdly, in a weird way. So you don't know what's happening there. But and then, of course, the opening happens here, where you meet the brothers. They move in with the grandfather. Grandfather's hilarious, really cool. You love the environment. You love the feel of the movie. You could put yourself as teenagers there. It's a teenage feel. I like the part when the father says something about the TV guide. He says, "Why do you need a TV guide? Why do you need a TV when all you got is a TV guide?" So good point there. And you know, just great vampires, guys. Very scary at points. I liked it. Look at that shit. Kiefer Sutherland just what the fuck? Great effects. I mean, not even effects, just straight practical makeup, and very simple but effective. And the actors portray the vampires as vampires. That does it as well. When you have somebody doing what they believe in. So in this movie, you believe it because they're doing what they believe in, especially the kids as well. Mr. Feldman and Haim, the little crew there, the Frog Brothers come into the picture. But basically, the brothers, one of the brothers, the older brothers, starts getting smitten with the girl called Star, and she's a little weird and awkward, but it doesn't matter. He chases her down one night, but she's with this guy, Sutherland, and Sutherland takes him back to a lair and says, listen, you want to become one of us and hang, you got to drink this bottle. And in the bottle, he says it's blood or whatever, but he don't buy it, Mr. Patrick. So Mr. Patrick drinks it, and I believe his name is David is the vampire here, and I keep trying to think of fucking Patrick's name. It'll come to me. But anyways, he drinks it, and the girls tell him not to, but he does it anyways, thinking it's a joke. It ain't no fucking joke. They take him out to a cool train spot where they show him, listen, you're now a vampire, dude. You can do what we can do. Let go. And he lets go. And you follow him as he goes through these vampire changes, guys. His brother notices this. He contacts the Frog Brothers he met earlier to take out his brother. He says, no, I'm not taking out my brother. He's my brother. But his brother wants his help. You would help your brother. No doubt about it. You got to love that connection. You feel it. The mother, too, is a single mother trying to look for her boyfriend. She finds a boyfriend, a guy at a local video store that gives her a job. He's a nice guy. And that's it, man. They're rolling with it. You know, they got to get Michael, that's the name, Michael, Mr. Patrick, to become a vampire. So finally his brother, Mr. Haim, decides to help Michael, and the Frog Brothers do as well. And this is where the movie ramps up and it gets awesome. And it's been awesome, but it's getting even awesomer. And they decide to go to the lair and try to kill Kiefer Sutherland, the head vampire. And they go down there and they don't kill the head vampire. They kill the wrong vampire and they get the fuck out of there. And this is the greatest part of the movie because they huddle up at night. They know the vampires are coming after them to finish the job. And then they barrel down in the house. They buckle down. And it just kicks off, man. The vampires attack the house and shit explodes. There's great one-liners. There's great action. There's great separate action. Basically, it comes down to Mr. Michael Patrick here, Mr. Jason Patrick, and Kiefer Sutherland one-on-one, and Jason Patrick's able to overcome Sutherland and kill him. But it's not over, guys. Why isn't it over? Mr. Patrick is still a vampire. Everyone's still a vampire. So is the little kid. Everybody's a vampire. The mother comes home and sees the destruction with the new boyfriend, and the new boyfriend's like, what the fuck? And then they're like, yeah, you know, this is what happened. The new vampire's like, oh, it's a new vampire. Yeah, it is the guy. He's the vampire. He's like, oh, my boy's fucked up. And then you know, he's the head vampire, the big dude. And he goes crazy. But the grandfather comes through, guys, with a big ass spikes post and kills the head vampire. Very cool, and ends this whole fucking charade. And he ends with the great one liner, the grandfather. Like I said, he's great in the movie. The movie has great writing, great dialogue, great acting, and he's just like, one thing about living in Santa Clara I can never understand is all the vampires, all the damn vampires. So the end, and they cut out with that great music. Things are strange. Great soundtrack, great acting, great 80s feel. Guys, watch this fucking movie once, please. Watch it a million times. I advise it. Real Rant Review with the Lost Boys. Put a big smile on my face. Rip to Corey Haim. Love him as an actor. So thank you guys very much.